going on, guys? It's Double O Dude. You know, while I'm waiting on the funds basically to get some more metal and get my bead roller where I can continue off my metal work and do it the way I want to rather than kind of hacking it the way I've been doing it, I decided one thing that needs to be addressed on the bus is I need to get the fuel tank out of it and clean it. Because I was thinking about going through and refreshing all the lines on the fuel injection system, but I was all like, you know, it's kind of ludicrous unless I can get the actual source of all the contamination cleaned up. So I'm going to attempt to take the tank out of the bus without removing the engine. Some places I read, they're all like, oh, this is totally possible, no problems. Other places are all, no, you need to drop the engine, and it's easier to drop the engine and the transmission together just to access it. And I'm going to try first to see if it's possible, if maybe I have one of the buses that you can actually pull the fuel tank out of without dropping the engine out of it. So I figured I'd bring you guys along and we'll just see how it goes. Alright guys, well, after getting some lights set up and really kind of taking a look in here, I think I'm going to take a wet dry vac and just kind of suck up some of the crap in here and clean it up a little bit before I start tearing into it, just to make sure that I'm just OCD like that. So I'm going to clean it up and then I'll get started on it. So check back with you in a minute. Well, I totally fried my vac. I forgot that I had taken the filter out of the thing to suck up some water, and obviously I've sucked something up in there and it's dead now. It won't even come on. It like just shut down. I did get a lot of that vacuumed out, but it wasn't worth my wet dry vac. Hoping it's got like a thermal fuse in it or something from debris getting stuck in it, where that maybe after it cools down it'll pop back on and I'll throw the filter back in it. But yeah, lesson learned. But I think I'm going to start first with taking these hoses off and start working my way back to clear all of the components that are on the top of the engine off of it. So we'll just see how this goes. Alright guys, I've gotten all of the components off of the top of the motor here. Man, it's going to fall and kill me or something. Alright, so I've got all of the components off of the top of the engine that would be in the way of the actual firewall coming off. And on each side there are one, two, and three screws that hold it in place. And then from what my research shows is down from the bottom side in this area right here, I'm gonna have to get up there and look, there's supposedly a screw on each side, and then that firewall will come off there. So I'll get under there and we'll take a look and see what we can find. Hello. Okay, so wow, light's an issue down here, guys. Basically, I don't know if you can see that. There's a screw right there, and I think that's the one they're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of there, and then see if that loosens up that one side. And obviously, there should be one on the opposite side also. So we'll see how that goes. So it's not just going to fall out of there, by the way. Get some light up here. Alright guys, that's it. See that fuel tank now? See if we can get that bad boy out of there. Pretty excited about getting this tin out of here. Down out below. But really gives me a good look at the fuel tank. And so, yeah, progress, man. That's freaking awesome. Alright guys, well that's the first step of accessing the fuel tank. is getting that firewall off there. I feel pretty good about it. If you've not done it, it's not too bad. Basic hand tools. You do need like a long screwdriver to be able to reach the ones underneath, which turned out to be all Phillips screws. In some places that I looked up, it said that they were flathead screws. These were all Phillips, so just definitely, I mean, you got to have a long one. This is a flathead, but I mean, we're talking a pretty long, thin screwdriver. But I'll catch up with you guys next time, and we'll remove the fuel tank and take a look inside and see the condition of it. You can kind of see, I'll show you in here, this is a lot of my issue with the fuel tank too. I know I got to clean the tank, but all of this area is all totally rotten out of here, and so I can't weld it with the tank in there. So one way or the other, the tank was going to need to come out of there. So we're going to go ahead and get it out and see if we can get this thing back on the road. Even though I'm welding on it, I still definitely would like to drive it on the in-between. So I'm pretty excited about just getting the fundamentals of it, the actual fuel cell and getting the fuel injection cleaned up, and sealing up sealing up all of the vacuum leaks, any type of, changing like a valve cover gasket, and then the exhaust leaks, and then just run through the brakes one time real good just to make sure it'll stop when it gets going. But summertime's coming up quick, so I'm going to start doing a lot more mechanical right now. Again, most of this stuff I can do tearing it down and checking out the fuel tank and all that stuff. Doesn't take any money, just takes time, so I'm okay with that. It needs to be done one way or the other, so right now is just as good as any, and we'll see if we can make some progress. But thanks for watching the video. If you like the content that I'm creating, please hit the thumbs up. If you're interested in being notified when I have my next video coming up, there's a little bell down at the bottom of the screen. Click that, and anytime that I upload a video or any update, you'll be notified. Take care and peace out.